1610. Welcome back to another Bit Legends video, fellas. So I think that these red guys is what the boss is going to be. We just have to find the big one, and that's what we're going to do. So let's try to sneak something. We sneak two. Boss right there. Okay. Let's see if I can sneak around a little bit more. Okay, we run to trash. So that's not the end of the world. I actually wanted to either find an SP shrine or fight a trash pack to get some SP going, so that we don't just run to the boss dry and have a bad time. And in the last one, these weren't that horrible. Hopefully my chair's not creaking too much. These trash enemies were not super horrible, so I think we'll be okay. But I've said that before, and I've been surprised before, and it felt bad, so whatever. Let's just see if the attack all skill. Yeah, it does no damage if it doesn't crit. That's the issue with her. She's got great speed, her turn rate's great, but man, I'm gonna do the shielding. I hit the wrong one. God, I hate these skill icons so much. I was trying to do shield team, but I did the wrong one. Anyways, Sword God, if she doesn't crit, it's just she does nothing. She's like 900 damage. Like, what is that? However, you got to keep in mind that she's hitting twice as fast as everybody else. So that 900 really is more like 1800. But even so, 1800 is not great, is it? But when she crits, look at that. It's almost 11,000 damage. That's why she's nice. So I do know that a lot of people have her and are not using her. They're using like Sword Envoy or somebody else. And I think that's definitely fine. But here we go. I'm almost tempted to fight another trash pack. Just try to get some shields or something going, but I don't know. I don't want to risk my luck too much. I'm trying to see up there. Is there any? Nope. Okay. Let's see if we can spy anything. What's up with my shrines, man? There's no shrines. All right. So nobody's dead. We're not full health, but we can figure that out, and we have enough SP to make things happen. Defeat me to open the gate. To me, that's a piece of cake. Then I'll make you ache. Nice. This guy doesn't open the gate, man. It's the next flag opens the gate. What are you talking about? All right, so let's do the highest crit skill on her. We do get a reflect. That was pretty good damage there. We get to use the 4 SP on the shark. Big damage there. Don't need the leeching. Boom, we got a crit off of Sword God. We're going to use the 4 SP. Wow, the 4 SP did, I believe it did strike, but it actually did not get the kill. Interesting. Do I heal or do I shield? I think I'm actually going to shield here because it helps everybody. I'm not too worried about my tank or Zeusper dying at the moment. And I don't know if these guys have any heals. Hopefully the pet will take somebody out. Yes, it does. Very good. Ricky. I was actually on the fence about getting Ricky originally, and I think I waited until like the last day of the event to get Ricky. Goodness, that's a lot of damage. Goodness gracious. Okay, so we wait until our healer has a turn to res somebody, and then when he does, we do the res. That way, Sword God is less likely just to get instantly murdered. I'm going to wait until the leeching Thunder Fury skill is there. We're going to attack. I tried to click on the blue guy, but he was overlapped by the boss, so we didn't get the right click there. But who knows, I think my pet will polish these guys off, and it does. Bang, we got a smite. Very good. I wish my pet was like attack 3. It's attack 3 random, right? So if there's like only one enemy left, it would be great if my pet would just hit him 3 times. It would be super busted, but I mean, come on. There's so much broken stuff in the game in a good way. Why not? And there is a reasonable chance. God. So Sword God's completely dead now. She's gone. There isn't a reasonable chance that. I think I do want to heal. There is a reasonable chance. What are they talking about? Wow, that heal didn't even give me full. Let me do the 4 SP here. Mounts go. Bang. Wrapped it up. Whew. And focus there for a little bit. Let's wrap that up. But there's a reasonable chance something, I don't even remember what I was trying to say, but Sword God wrapped it up. Not a bad situation. And Zeusbird again, very nice. If augments come in and I can throw some speed, if I can throw some speed on old Zeusbird, I think that would be amazing. Imagine Zeusbird with like 50% speed or something stupid. 100% speed, I don't know, put it all in speed. I think that would be good. And honestly, you know, so we're gonna have to math the numbers and let the big brain boys, you know, work on that and figure it out. But let's say there's just, you know, items that you can put on your minions, like basically kind of like the chip system, but for minions. And you get those chips from just doing whatever content. Again, this is all guessing, and you know, we're just theory crafting here. But so let's say you can basically put chips on your minions. If you're getting the chips at an equal frequency, so like let's say there's, you know, there's speed, attack, strike, crit damage, etc. If you're getting all those different chips and they all drop at the same rate, so you're getting basically one of each and then two of each and three of each and so on. If different minions kind of cater towards different bonuses, kind of in the way that I'm explaining it, I mean, you'd have a place for each of the chips and you really wouldn't have too much waste. You know, hit point percentage, obviously I'm not going to be a big fan of that regardless. But, you know, if you're getting speed, all the speed goes on your healer. If you're getting strike, put that on your strike minion like Orbit. If you're getting crit, put it on your crit minion like Sword God. And any defensive things, you can slap it on Sharky. That's the team right there. That's the team right there. So I'm excited to look forward to that. The other thing that I want to see in the game is I want to see an armory system added into the game. I've asked for this, and I've talked about this a little bit. But basically, as the game advances and things become more difficult and people get more gear and more builds and things like that, if it takes too long to swap gear, people won't. And they won't make more builds because they're like, I don't want to swap all the time. And even for people that don't really swap a lot, you might only want to just swap your minor runes or your minor chips. You know, maybe I want gold find when I'm doing ordeals, and maybe I want item find when I'm doing raids, and maybe I want experience on when I'm doing everything else. That is what I want to see. I want to see, I want to be able to save my build for each different version of content in the game. That's what I want. And also for my friends list, I think it would be great if my friends list had access to those builds. So my PvP build would be the 30% reflect with the Ricky pet. Maybe you don't like that on your raid team. Maybe you want me to have Little Angel or Firehoof and, you know, whatnot. And then same thing with Guild Boss. So with Guild Boss 5, your guildies use you in their battle. And, you know, what we're doing right now to kind of deal with this is we're either having people kind of communicate in their team or just run your Guild Boss gear in the last 2 days of the week. That's the kind of thing. I try to set things up in a way that my guild members have to do the least amount of hassle. So I really don't want my guild members to be required to chat with the other 5 people on their team and coordinate and say, okay, can you wear your tanky stuff this day, and can you wear this that day? And I just want it so that people can kind of plug and play whenever they feel like it. However, fortunately with Guild Boss, the way it works out is people like to wait until they get all the upgrades that they're going to get, so that typically kind of pushes people to doing the Guild Boss 5 at the last 1 or 2 days of the week anyway, so it's a little bit easier there, but I'd like to see it streamlined. All right, boys, I'll see you in the next video where I can ramble on about the next somewhat related topic. But we're almost done. This is the last. This is the end of the zone. We're about to beat the game. As always, appreciate you guys watching, and I'll see you in the next video.